Hello and welcome to Hollow Victory, a short little visual novel developed by Echoberry, available on itch.io. And well, your ex has gone to jail after trying to take over the world. Well, let's visit him and find out what happens. Let's start. The events of the past few months remain difficult to put into words. In such a short time, your peaceful life turned from that of a simple cleric to a victim of a near-apocalyptic event. Your village became the target of a demonic being, who masqueraded as a friendly stranger before attempting to seize power using supernatural means. Due to the intervention of a brave hero, everyone was saved. At least, that's the broad strokes. The truth is a little more complicated. A figure emerges from the shadows between the brickwork. Yeah, part of the reason why I wanted to play this game is because this kind of art reminds me of, I don't know, like Disgaea, in a way. A little bit, I guess not exactly, but I don't know, like Demon Lord dude. I don't know, Disgaea. I feel like it's kind of like a Disgaea plot in a way. Is this a more honest reflection of the person you spent those 9 months with? Should you even call him a person anymore, considering the giant hole in his chest? Alright, so his name is Zal? I mean, how would you pronounce the X? Zal? I'm assuming Zal. Zal? If you're here just to gawk, I prefer you leave. Okay. I want to talk. Your voice is weaker than you like. Human or not, this is someone you grew to deeply care about. Talk? Well, if you think words can fix this, by all means talk. Your company is welcome regardless. How's the outside world doing? You don't get much of a view in here. Okay, and I guess we're print? Mostly recovered. Really? Well, not counting the church. I'd be insulted if this incident didn't cause a crisis of faith. Maybe I should have done better at living up to the image everyone crafted of me. You should see what they're calling you. Zael the Fallen. Not bad. I would have preferred Zael the Almighty or Zael the Supreme, but what's done is done. It's almost comforting hearing his voice again. I'll return to a few months prior when you were picturing the rest of your life with him by your side. He must have noticed the sadness in your eyes. So, how's life without me? Some are still wary of my presence, but mostly back to normal. And you? How's life in this prison? Boring. I also was wondering, wait, how are you keeping, I'm assuming a demon overlord of demonic powers behind a simple jail cell? It's like he's even floating. Can't he just, shoot a fireball? I don't know. Maybe it's just symbolic. Have we learned anything? That magical prisons are difficult to break out of alone. Okay, it wasn't magic, of course. It's reinforced by magic. And that some of my actions may have led to undesired outcomes. Go on. And, upon reflection, maybe attempting to exert my power and claim dominion over all living things was not a productive use of my time. Is that what you wanted to hear? I'm not sure, honestly. It feels a little hollow coming from you, okay? But you just zoomed in. It's like hollow chest. Very funny. If your plan is to get me to repent for my very nature, you're wasting your time. I am what I am. And unfortunately, fate has yet again decided to side against me. Hopefully next time, I'll have better odds. You're lucky you're unkillable. Deicide's still not a pleasant process to go through, But I'll return, in a few 100 years, give or take. It is unfortunate you won't be around when I wake up again, though. Do you at least like it? This form, I mean. Save again. Every 2 seconds, I always make a save. Sure, it suits you. I'll choose to take that as a compliment. I must admit, I'm a fan of the horns. Doesn't it get in the way sometimes, you know? Where you're like walking in a doorway, doesn't bump into the sides. If you like them, I can keep them visible. Okay. Maybe. I'm glad to see you're into it, even if it's just a little. You know I wasn't gonna hurt you, right? My vision of true godhood included you by my side. Okay, I'm gonna save every 5 seconds. Sure, I know. As long as you're aware. My plans might not have worked out, but my intentions were pure. Well, as pure as they can be. I still have feelings for you and probably always will. I also made sure to shield you from my actions thus far, have I not? Thanks to me, your life can return to the way it was. But in return, I think it's only fair you at least offer me the same courtesy. Are you going to behave this time around? Depends on how nicely you ask. Okay. I feel like there's like two options, you know? Do we get back with our ex or we leave him to rot in jail? I feel like I'm already going towards getting back with your ex thing, which I feel like I don't know if it's a good thing or not. You know, I always hear it's like bad relationship advice, you know, to go back with your ex because, you know, what didn't work out with your initial relationship is probably going to happen again. I feel like that's what I always hear. Anyway, you know, he's just going to try to take over the world again. You know, he won't, you know, he'll like give you all these pretty little words about how he'll change, but actually he won't, and he'll just take over the world again. You know? I'll see what I can do. Music to my ears. There's a weakness in the barrier outside, just below the window, and one along the crack on the outer wall. That'll be more than enough to help me out. Once I'm out, maybe we can pick things back up where we left off. We can even work on fixing the whole you being human thing. You know, we can turn you into a demon as well. I mean, actually be pretty nice. Do we get immortality? We'll see. I haven't promised anything yet. That's fine. I'll be looking forward to attempting to win you back. Ending 1, rekindling. We get back with our toxic boyfriend, who is totally going to kill everyone again. Alright. Let's try that again. I guess we have to pick different choices. I feel like, yeah, this is just a very traditional dating sims, though. It's just based on... Let's see. Alright, so back at the beginning, let's pick some different choices. Let's say, I'll gawk if I want. It's difficult to keep the venom out of your words, despite your attempts to hide it. He pauses. Well, it's not like I can stop you. Your company is welcome regardless. Okay, this is the same, so... let's see. Let's say... For this one, you know, if he likes the form that he has right now, let's say, I prefer the way you were before. Well, there's not much I can do about that currently. Would you take me back if I looked human again? I'll even do my best to behave, I promise. No. That was a quick answer. I didn't come here to flirt. Then why did you come here? To rub everything backfiring in my face? You know I wasn't gonna hurt you, right? Skip. Just skip. I still have my doubts. I can hear it in your voice. I may not have a heart, but I still have feelings, you know. I mean, in a way, it makes sense, you know. I mean, even though this is magical and everything, the feelings are technically in the brain, you know, not in the heart. I did everything with you in mind. I also made sure to shield you from my actions. Skip. You can keep your fresh start if it means so much to you, but give me one in return. Or give me one in return. Are you gonna behave this time? What do you say? Depends on how nicely you ask. Okay. Well, let's say you're where you belong. Stay in prison, dummy. You sound bitter. It's funny. I don't remember you being so hostile when everything was going my way. So be it. If you truly want no part of this, listen to this last piece of advice. Be gone from here by midnight. Preferably out of town entirely, okay? So don't go to school tomorrow. I won't waste my breath anymore. Ending 3. Moving on. Alright. Seems they're binary, but I guess ending 2 would be just neutral maybe? It's like just wishy-washy possibly? Is that what it is? Okay, this time we chose the positive options again, but let's just say you're where you belong anyway. Or you're always welcome to join me. But before you leave, let me just say this. Oh, same thing. Oh, okay, he's just saying like, okay, there's a weakness to bury outside, just below the window, one along the crack of the wall. Do with that information what you will. I'll be here in the meantime. Feel free to visit again. I'll be waiting. Oh, okay, ending to Purgatory. Okay, I'm assuming that's kind of like a neutral ending. He just hints at the fact that you can free him, but even though you say no. It's like basically you just choose all the positive options again, like you agree with him and everything, but like you don't free him just yet at the end. I think that's how you get ending too. Well, there you go. Okay, that's it. Very, very short, so not much to it really. Very, very short. So let's see. My thoughts are that for one, the art looks good. Music is okay. The writing's interesting as well, actually, because there's a lot of hints to like what happened, but like they never state directly what happened. So a lot of mystery surrounding that and everything. And I like the idea. I don't know. The funny thing with fantasy, for me anyway, is that it depends, but I usually don't like just straight fantasy where it's like the heroes fight against the evil bad guy who will take over the world, and then they must, use the power of friendship and the power of this, magical item to defeat them, and da-da-da-da. That's a very like straight, like, I don't know, the Dragon Quest kind of thing, like JRPG kind of thing. But I do like it when they take that setting and like, play around with it, like deconstruct it and stuff like that. So so I like the concept of this visual novel, the story, where it's like, this is the bad guy who supposedly tried to take over the world, but he loses, and this is the aftermath. And it's like, and there's like, you're just talking, and stuff like that. So I like the idea. The core of the game though is just really just dating sim when you think about it. It's very short, like dating sim, I guess, where you just, you pick the right choices, you either end up with him again or you just leave him in jail, and that's kind of it. So not really interesting in terms of outcome, to be honest. I wish there was a bit more of a twist there at the end or something more interesting, but I guess it's just a little, how do you say? It's kind of like a proof of concept, I guess. Is that what you call it? Just a small little idea, nothing too, I guess, innovative, But again, I do like the actual concept of it, though. I do like the idea, like it's, it's the villain, it's the villain guy, but you're just talking to him in jail. What else? Writing's okay. Yeah, I like the writing. Anything else? Again, it's hard to talk, or give my concluding thoughts on something that's like really short, and there's not much criticism I can give because it's so short. Yeah, that's kind of it. My only thing is that, again, yeah, as I mentioned before, it just doesn't really lead to anything special, I feel like, in my opinion. It really is just short, like, mostly just a dating sim kind of thing, which is okay. I guess for just a small game, it's interesting enough. I do wonder who blew a hole in his chest, though. I actually wonder, maybe it's the main character, actually. Was it the protagonist? Because the protagonist supposedly is a cleric, right? And I wonder if it's like the RPG magical cleric kind of, cleric, where they actually shoot beams. I was like, I wonder if that's how they broke up. That would be kind of interesting if they hinted towards more of that, actually, if they were actually part of the, again, like the hero party, It's like the idea is, again, the whole like straight, like, fantasy thing, like I said, we're playing around with it, So it's like the idea is that the cleric of the party was actually the lover of the main villain or something like that, and they like blew a hole in his chest or something. I don't know, maybe that'd be funny. I don't know. I'm not sure though. I'm not entirely sure if that's intentional or is there's like the protagonist just some random nobody. I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. Again, just a cute little story. That's kind of it. So there you go. So I guess that was it for Hollow Victory. I guess if you want to see more content, then don't forget to click that subscribe button. You can also check out my other videos on the channel, and if you didn't know, I stream these games live, so you can change the bell notifications from personalized to all if you'll get notified when I go live. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.